So I'm going to demonstrate what we call rocking to relax. And we have that in two versions. One is rocking to relax pulsing, which is smaller movements. And then we have a separate course that complements that course, rocking to relax rebalancing, which is more larger movements, more macro movements. Either way, they're wave-like motions that go through the body. So if I was going to start a session, I would always start with the waist, and I would be looking for what's moving and what's not moving. So we're treating a body with these wave-like motions that work with the natural fluids in the body. At the same time, we're doing an assessment. And I'm going to move down the body much faster than I would normally, just to give you an idea of how the technique works. So whatever you're doing, you want to create the most movement everywhere in the body. And that takes practice. It took me months and months and months to get this technique down. And now with better teaching techniques, people learn much, much faster. But it's a lifetime pursuit. It's something that you could continue to work with your entire life. So here I'm going to be doing a little bit faster pulse so I can get more movement up in the head area. And then down here from the feet, I'm going to use even a quicker movement, depends on the person, again to get the most movement everywhere. Now to show you a rebalancing move and how that would integrate, a pulsing move would be this movement right here. But a rebalancing move would be what we call bounce the knee. This is a movement that's kind of fun. We call it the snake. It creates a ton of movement in the body. And this movement right here, especially with what I call swivel hips, took me so long to get. People get it much faster these days. Okay. I would keep the body rocking the entire time, but for purposes of this demo, I'm just showing you a few things very quickly. This would be an arm move. This would be a pulsing move. And this would be a rebalancing move. And you can see how they go together and blend just beautifully. Okay, so I'm going to turn our model over and we're going to work on the other side. Okay, here we are back again, and I'm going to show you some rebalancing moves for the lower back. So this is something we call waist rock, and you want to get the most rocking motions you can. And then this is what we call rock down the sacrum. Back to waist rock. Rock down the sacrum. A couple other moves I'll just kind of throw in here. Trochanter rock. When I was in practice, I used to love to integrate this. So I would do some deep tissue work with elbow, whatever tools I was using on my body to create the effect, and then I would rock. So I actually called this rock and roll deep tissue. So the rocking motion sends all these letting go messages to the body, and then I would come in and I would do the deep tissue work. And it blends just beautifully. So under the rebalancing category, there's a bunch of different kinds of shoulder work you can do to integrate with your other body work or just as a standalone. Here's an example of a few things. I could also coax the shoulder to come down with a movement like this. Or I could come up and start working with breaking any kind of resistance in the shoulders. So what I've found is that, sure, you can come in here with deep tissue, but actually you can get a lot faster letting go by just working like this and integrating it with your deep tissue. So here at the neck, there's a ton of different kinds of movements that we work with the neck and the shoulders in this position. One would just be a traction and kind of a bouncing. This looks easy, but it is not, I guarantee you. It's almost like a bumping motion. But one of the main techniques would be to bring the hands underneath the neck, kind of like a little platform, and then we're just very gently rocking the neck back and forth. And as far as letting go of neck tension, there's nothing better than this. So effective to blend with your other body work or as a standalone modality. Lots of ways to coax the neck to let go. In many ways, there's no tight bodies, there's only tight minds. Again, I'm moving very quickly, much faster than I would. I would stay with one of these moves quite a bit longer to allow the person to sink in, just to give you an idea. Here's another nice little move to open up the neck. Okay.